Hi, in today's video, I'm going to talk about how your blood pressure works, and some types of blood pressure that you should know. Well, if you lined up all the blood vessels in your body, they'd be 95,000 kilometers long, and every day, they carry the equivalent of over 7,500 liters of blood. Though that's actually the same 4 or 5 liters, recycled over and over, delivering oxygen, and precious nutrients like glucose, and amino acids to the body's tissues. All that blood exerts a force on the muscular walls of the blood vessels. That force is called blood pressure, and it rises and falls with the phases of the heartbeat. It's highest during systole, when the heart contracts to force blood through the arteries. This is your systolic blood pressure. Typically, more attention is given to systolic blood pressure, which is the first number as a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease for people over 50. In most people, systolic blood pressure rises steadily with age due to the increasing stiffness of large arteries, long-term buildup of plaque, and an increased incidence of cardiac and vascular disease. However, either an elevated systolic or an elevated diastolic blood pressure reading may be used to make a diagnosis of high blood pressure. According to recent studies, the risk of death from ischemic heart disease and stroke doubles with every 20 mm Hg systolic or 10 mm Hg diastolic increase among people from age 40 to 89. The abbreviation mHg means millimeters of mercury. Mercury was used in the first accurate pressure gauges and is still used in medicine today as the standard unit of measurement for pressure. You'll generally be diagnosed with high blood pressure if your systolic blood pressure reaches between 130 and 139 mm Hg, or if your diastolic blood pressure reaches between 80 and 89 mm Hg. This is considered stage 1 hypertension. However, the American Heart Association notes that, if you get only one reading this high, you may not truly have high blood pressure. What determines the diagnosis of hypertension, at any stage, is the average of your numbers over a period of time. In fact, your doctor can help you measure and track your blood pressure to confirm whether it's too high. You may need to start taking medications, if your blood pressure doesn't improve, after 1 month of following a healthy lifestyle, especially, if you're already at high risk for heart disease. If you're at lower risk, your doctor may want to follow up, in 3 to 6 months, after you've adopted more healthy habits. If you're 65 years or older and otherwise healthy, your doctor will likely recommend treatment and lifestyle changes once your systolic blood pressure is greater than 130 mm Hg. The treatment for adults 65 and older who have significant health problems should be made on a case-by-case basis. You see, treating high blood pressure in older adults appears to decrease memory problems and dementia. And stage 2 high blood pressure indicates an even more serious condition. If your blood pressure reading shows a top number of 140, or more, or a bottom number of 90 and higher, it's considered stage 2 hypertension. At this stage, your doctor will recommend 1 or more medications for keeping your blood pressure under control. But you shouldn't rely solely on medications to treat hypertension. Lifestyle habits are just as important in stage 2, as they are in the other stages. Thus, a blood pressure reading above 180/120ths of a millimeter Hg indicates a serious health problem. The American Heart Association refers to these high measurements as a hypertensive crisis. Blood pressure in this range requires urgent treatment even if there are no accompanying symptoms. That's going to be the video. Hope this video gave you a lot of value. And don't forget to check link in description below. There's great opportunity for you to naturally lower your blood pressure, and of course, heal it as well.